This demonstration is going to illustrate the submission process for VTI IssueTrack. So beginning with this process at vtionline.net, from the home screen, we're just going to submit a report or request. And then click on that box. Now the report ID is going to be any report ID created by the submitter. For the purpose of this, we're just going to say that it is demo1 and continue on. The password will always be lowercase v quarter, and this is not as much of a security feature as it is an accessibility feature. An automated email alert is going to go to the appropriate personnel within the company, and this would be used to log back into the report to continue on in the process. Now, email address is going to be the email address of the submitter. In this case, it'll be my email address. And had the submitter wanted a copy of the record or report ID number with the password, they could check that box and they would receive an automated email with that information. Continuing on, they're going to submit that data and begin to enter in the required information. What we see at this point right now is that we have piped in the username or the report ID name that had been entered in at the login feature. So what we'll do is just right click that report ID name and paste it into that field. And we are going to select submit an issue report and continue on in the process. At this point, we're going to enter in some required information, employee names and so forth. We're just going to use Tyler App's name. And your email address, that is going to be the email address of the name of the employee submitting the report. In this case, we're going to use my email address. Now this is an important feature because it's going to allow the submitter to receive a report at the end of the management review process. Continuing on, the position of the employee, we're just going to use accounting clerk at this point. And then the current date. The current date is currently the 15th of July, and the current time is 1:58 p.m. Now we use a 24-hour formatting for this, so you've got a comparison chart right here to the right if you need to, if you're not familiar with 24-hour formatting. So just go ahead and select the appropriate time, and once again, the time is now 1:59. So at 1400 hours, and that's segmented into 15-minute blocks. Continuing on, the date that the issue occurred, we're going to say that the issue actually occurred this morning. So we will continue to use today's date, and then let's use 9 a.m. as the occurrence of the issue. The priority of the issue, we have three pre-identified markers. One would be high, low, or medium. Now if it's high, it's recommended that you also, in addition to filling out this report, notify your immediate supervisor. We're going to say that this is a normal priority and continue on. Project, we have a number of projects currently identified. There will be others added and periodically updated to this. In this case, we're going to say that it's not identified in that pre-selected box and enter it into the right hand side. The location also has some predefined identifying markers, and once again, if it's not identified, we'll enter it into that field. The describe issue section begins with notifying the appropriate division level. In this case, we're going to use V-Quarter Technologies. Now, had the issue occurred within another one, we would have just selected Airsoft Retail, Field, Interpod, and so forth. Once again, for the purpose of this, we're going to use V-Quarter Technologies. Now, the name of the immediate supervisor with regards to this, we're going to use Dr. Jim Blanchard's name in that field right there. However, please identify your immediate supervisor from the pre-selected fields. And then the issue type, we have some predefined identifiers. Workplace cleanliness, professional of employees, and further down the list. We're just going to select other in this case and continue on in the process. Now the describe issue, this would be the field in which you describe what the actual issue is. And we're just going to say this is a demo and continue on. Now this box right here, the employee has an opportunity to, since they typically might have some first-hand knowledge with regards to what's actually going on, might want to make a recommendation for management to follow through with. So just make a recommendation here and continue on in the process. At this point, the employee has an opportunity to upload any supporting documentation, possibly pictures if there's issues or pictures that they could take for the issue, maybe some email attachments and so forth. If you want to attach an email to this, go ahead and save the email as a PDF and then upload it into the browser. And simply click submit. And that's going to end the submission process. And in video 2, you'll see the division level review and the operations level review management process.